When she first spoke those words, it hit me like the floor had vanished beneath my feet. We'd been together for 3 years, and I believe we had built something solid, trust and respect at its core. But the moment I voiced my unease about her spending every weekend with her ex, she turned it on me, questioning whether we even belonged together. Her tone was calm, almost attached, as if my feelings were meaningless. That night, sleep was impossible. The thought of her laughing, talking, and spending hours with someone she once loved gnawed at me. I tried to convince myself I was imagining things. She had reassured me countless times that they were just friends, that the past was behind them. Yet, no matter how hard I pushed the thought away, the reality kept returning. Every Friday evening, she hurried to meet him. That same excitement she used to show me had vanished. It hurt deeply. My trust didn't shatter instantly. It fractured slowly, weekend after weekend. The following Saturday, I decided to see for myself. Instead of questioning her plans, I told her I had to work late and wouldn't be home until after midnight. She smiled, casual and unconcerned, and said, "That's fine. I'll be with my ex anyway." My chest tightened. She said it so lightly, as if I should accept it as part of normal life. Worse, she didn't hide her enthusiasm. Her desire to be with him was undeniable. Curiosity got the better of me that night. I drove past a cafe where she said they met. What I saw stopped me cold. They weren't just friends catching up. They were holding hands across the table, laughing like lovers. At one point, he leaned in and kissed her cheek, and she didn't pull away. My stomach twisted. My world felt like it was collapsing. I didn't confront her immediately. I went home, sat alone in the dark, replaying every detail. Was this the relationship I deserved? Had I tolerated being treated like a fool out of fear of being alone? When she returned later, her clothes carried a scent. The truth I had feared was real. I stayed silent, but the fire of betrayal burned bright inside me. The next morning, she acted as if nothing had happened, making breakfast and chatting about her week. I finally asked, "Do you love him?" She paused, forcing a laugh. "Of course not." Stop being insecure. But her eyes betrayed her. They lacked the warmth they once held for me. In that moment, I knew she was lying. I realized I couldn't let her continue disrespecting me. That evening, I packed a small bag and booked a hotel room for a few days. When she came home and noticed my absence, she called, panic in her voice. I answered calmly, telling her I needed space. Her first reaction wasn't concern, it was anger. "If you don't trust me with my ex, maybe we shouldn't be together." The same words, harsher this time. I replied, "You're right. Maybe we shouldn't." For the first time, relief washed over me saying it. She tried to guilt me, claiming I was throwing everything away over jealousy. But jealousy wasn't the problem. Betrayal was. I owed her no loyalty when she had already given hers to someone else. For a week, I ignored her calls and messages. Eventually, she showed up at my hotel, crying and begging me to return. She swore that what I'd seen was a misunderstanding, that they were just reminiscing. But when I asked why he kissed her and why she didn't pull away, she had no explanation. She broke down, admitting she still had feelings for him, but didn't want to lose me. That confession sealed it. I wouldn't compete with a shadow from her past. Calmly, I told her, "You already made your choice. You chose him every weekend. You chose him when you let him touch you. You chose him when you laughed at me for not trusting you. Now I choose myself." Walking away wasn't easy. I still loved her, but self-respect outweighed it. I blocked her number, deleted our photos, and returned to my apartment. The first days were painful, but week by week, the weight lifted. I spent more time with friends, focused on work, and rebuilt the confidence she had eroded. Months later, I heard through a mutual friend that she had officially reunited with her ex. It stung, knowing she went straight back to him, but it also clarified everything. I had been a backup, kept in her life while her heart belonged elsewhere. That understanding destroyed any lingering feelings I had for her. Ironically, she reached out after things with him fell apart, sending a long message claiming she missed me, calling me the best man she'd ever had, insisting she had made a huge mistake. I didn't reply. I wasn't second option, and I wouldn't let her back in just because she regretted losing me. In the end, her words rang true. If I couldn't trust her spending weekends with her ex, we shouldn't be together. And we weren't. But the difference now was I wasn't broken. I was free, and that freedom became the most satisfying revenge I could imagine.